Welcome everyone, this is Mike Hamilton from Trade Easy Way. I'll try and keep this short and sweet. This is the dollar index. US markets have opened, so it's just 10 minutes into the US market on the 3rd of June. Just looking at what's ahead as we get towards US jobs on Friday. Dollar index, I think this is head and shoulders. Huge support down this line. If we break this parity, I can see this popping back up, similar pattern to what we've got here, and we went on quite a decent five-way pattern up to 110. So if that market pops up, be warned, that could drag the US down, and as the old saying goes, if the US sneezes, everybody else follows, everybody else catches a cold. In the meantime, we've just had the US markets opened and they are holding up, very resilient. So what I'm looking for is, assuming this holds, if we close above 43, bear in mind we've got US jobs at the end of the week, that 40, if we find ourselves above 43,000, then I think we can at least climb back to 45, and if that holds, then we can bounce up to 47. It's a bullish scenario. If we any stage in this week or next, as we get into June, we find ourselves under 42, expect quite a swift pullback, and if we come down and don't hold 36, we're going to find 34 and potentially even 31 if things really catch a cold, if things go very wrong. At the moment, this is a potential head and shoulders in its own right. There's the neckline. It's just a question of whether we can get above the neckline and hold and move higher. Worst case scenario for day traders and for, investors alone, if we just stay in this tight range and don't do much for coming weeks. As long as we come out of that end of the summer one way or the other, then that's fine, but not much good if volatility goes out and we do nothing. But anyway, we are still, bottom line is we are bullish, we are holding. We just need to get a confirmation of going above 43. Right, let's look at the FTSE. So FTSE is going sideways. This is what I'm fearing the down might do as we hit the summer. We've got all this resistance up here, we've got all support down here, and we are just shuffling around at the moment. So we could end up doing that for the coming weeks, and then we need to work out which way we're going to go from there. We are high RSI, and this is a major area to get through. So in a consolidation, normally consolidation is over after a dip, so it goes against the trend. If you then subsequently quickly close above that support you've broken, that's incredibly bullish, and then expect that to wind up. Alright, so just be careful with these markets at the moment as we get into this period. This is gold. If I'm right about the dollar, I think gold is done for now. We've got a series of lower highs. Having said that, we've just popped above that resistance. We have got a head and shoulder here, so we're literally, and we are above the neckline at the moment. So 3,400 can hold, and expect to see 3,500 and 3,650, 3,700. For any stage this visit above 34,000 fails, we close lower, then expect that to retrace. I think this, if I'm right about the dollar, I think this will peel back, because if you look at the monthly, bear in mind we are just into the new month. If I just pull that monthly down, you will note that the RSI is very, very high. That's not to say it's going to come off, but it is very high. We were very flat last week, didn't have that much of a higher close the week before, so at the very least I think this one needs a dip as well, at the very least, because since September 23 we've had very shallow pullbacks. Alright, I certainly wouldn't short it. So I'm going to stay on this monthly chart for a moment. This is BT. So BT's got a target of 185, and we were up there at £2 on December 18. Wow. This really is a slug, but you can see how we've broken out of this pattern. So volumes are doing all right, and certainly not setting the world alight. So as we get into the summer period, we could see, unless we strike above that 185 and £2, we could see some further consolidations back to 150. I don't expect that to go on to 150, but expect the unexpected in trading. If the markets hit the skids, that will come back down again. But this is if we close above 180 and we see an increase in volume, then expect this to go above £2. Expect that to potentially gain 250 or more. But just be careful, manage your trade, and take it one step at a time. Prudential is easier staying on these monthly charts for now. Prudential has hit that 895. If we can close above that, then we're going to see £10 or £11 or £11 of that resistance in the not too distant future. You can see we did this back here in a long time ago, 2012. Shows you what quite a slug some of these stocks are. But once we had head and shoulder back down here, broke that neckline, that went on a really handsome run up to 1770. So if this can get up above this £8.50, £9, that could break out and eventually go back to 18. Now I'm talking weeks and months here. Just be careful, because this is a tough spot for things like Prudential. One I'm looking at the moment is Sabre. Let's go back to the daily chart. I really want Sabre to pull right back, and I would like to see Sabre do this. I would really like to see Sabre come back to about 120, 122. Will it? Don't know, but that's if it did, I'd be a buyer. So it's got all that support at 122, 123. So I'm going to leave that line in, and see if we can pull right back. And if that's the case, that will get me in on Sabre. So I'm just being very, very patient at this stage. The daily chart, don't forget, on Advanced Medical Solutions, if we close above 205, we could go back to 230 and wind up to 250 and possibly even more. Again, let's just have a look at the pattern of this. So we have a lot of resistance. If we can't get a hold above £2, 225, 250, then this could hit that resistance and then roll right back. So be warned. Volumes have been really tailing off, so be careful with this one. EasyJet, so we've broken this key resistance, 3 and through at the moment. So if we hold 570, 575, we could potentially go through the £6 of 625. Close underneath that, close underneath 570, or certainly close under 550, and this is done. We have got divergence up here in the RSI. We've got a new high and a lower high in the RSI, so be careful. This is a delicate spot, a pivotal spot. Delicate's the wrong word, but a pivotal spot on EasyJet. IQE, so we had a consolidation and we pulled back to support. So if we now close above 10.5, 11p, expect that to go to 12 and 14, and who knows, maybe even wind up like we did before. note how we did this in December 24. Came back, dropped under the 10p mark, and then ran into 18. But if we hold today and subsequently close above 11, then IQE is a potential goer. Creo, just for members' sake, and so we have this very nice cup and handle pattern, really. Here's the handle, here's the cup. Actually, there's the cup. So we are trying to sit above 15. If we can sit above 15, then I think we can see 20. May see a deeper pullback, but in the meantime that looks healthy. Take all that noise away, and what have we got? We've got holding up, and volume's doing all right. There's a huge volume before we broke out here, and certainly no reason to sell, certainly no reason to short. The question of what your target is and whether you're prepared to sit and wait. I'm going to finish off here. So I'm suggesting you keep an eye on Sabre. Also suggesting you keep an eye on this one, Man Group, because if this could be another potential cup and handle. So there's the top of the cup. There's the formation of the cup. Here's the formation of the handle. Close above 180, and I think we're going to see £2 and potentially more on Man Group. These are commodity brokers, and I'm a massive fan of commodities at the moment. I think we are still in a commodity super cycle. Alright, that's all I've got time for at the moment. By all means, let me know what you're looking at or what you're in, so we can have a discussion on that. Anything else I can add during the rest of the week, I will do so. Good trading, and look after your capital. Bye for now.